Hi my friends, and welcome to this video, which I don't know what is going to be about, but we'll just see what my heart wants to share. So what has been sort of stirring in me lately, you might feel the same, is the feeling of just really not knowing what's going on. And also, where are we headed? Where am I headed? Where are you headed? And it is, of course, a very fundamental thing for us as humans. We want to know where we're going. And when we look out at the world, it doesn't look real great where we're going. It doesn't look real great. So what we're seeing in the world around us is a humanity that is very, very disconnected from what's truly good. And we're disconnected from our hearts. That is the comfort, really. So before I go any deeper, let's just relax together. So find a comfortable position. Just sink into the chair, or sink into your couch or bed, or wherever you are, lying on the grass, wherever you are. And return to the breath. Feeling the breath coming in through the nose and right down all the way into your lower belly. Feel how this cool air, conditioned air, which our nose actually does, it is quite an organ. Our nose is cleansing the air, making the air the right humidity, the right temperature that is best for our body. And just allowing the air to go all the way down, using this diaphragmatic breathing, not breathing up here, but breathing down into the belly. Slow, gentle breaths. And allow the out-breath to be as long as is comfortable for you. It is very, very calming, very balancing, and really the foundation of many practices is the long, slow out-breath. And already now, with this simple little exercise of just being present with our breath, feel already now how you have changed. You have become much more present in yourself, much much more relaxed, much more balanced, and every single system of the body is working better than it was before. The mind has calmed down, which is such a relief because the mind is an incredible tool, as I've said before, but it sure does take up much space and can bring us into a lot of chaos in our mind. So just feeling how the mind is calming down, the body is more balanced, much more relaxed, and we are present here together in this moment. And talking about this subject of not knowing where we're going. What is to be? And as I mentioned before, what we're seeing in the world around us with all the wars and all the climate change, all the predictions of really bad things coming, is really an expression of probably too many people on the planet, but also the elites, the rich people, those of us in the rich countries have just been greedy. And it's it's a very human thing to want more and to want better conditions for ourselves, for our families, for our nation. But the earth also has to provide for all of this that we want. So it's not so simple that if we want it, everything will work out. So there is change coming. I'm very sure we're going into a lot of change. But the comfort, as I mentioned before, is that the answers we're looking for, the direction we're looking for, is actually within us. So when we can calm the mind, calm the emotions, not be worried, simply let go of the worry, come into the feeling of trust that I'll be okay, we'll be okay, and reminding ourselves that, oh yes, that's right, all the answers I'm looking for, all the direction I'm looking for lies within me. It's not somewhere in a book. I might be guided to go and look in a book, but the main structure of what I am to do with my life, what is my next step, that all lies within me. The wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, even the details, they're all in us. So our very first steps, when we feel lost and we feel it's hard to know where we're going, and we start feeling it with the worry and the desperation is starting to take over, our very first step is to simply calm down. Simply calm down. Come into the heart and then start connecting with the heart. Connecting with the voice within. It might not speak with actual words, but it will speak with inklings. Just a feeling that maybe I should do this and this. Maybe I should call this person, or maybe I should go for a long walk. These inklings will come, but they don't come when we're desperate. It's like when we go, and that's what we're doing, we feel we're going up here with all the nervousness, but we're actually, we're actually going down in vibration. We're going into a lower state of consciousness as soon as we get nervous. It's like it's really, yeah, it's sad. It really is sad, and it makes life very difficult. That actually, in a way, God withdraws. When we don't relax, it's like God pulls back and lets us be in that chaos until we decide to let it go, and then she drifts back again, and we can feel God's presence again. But we have to take the initial step to relax and let go. And we know this when we're comforting a little child, or my old mother who gets who maybe gets all worked up about something, that when they're in that state, and ourselves too, when they're in that state, we're in that state, we can't think clearly, we are not guided very well at all. So our very first step with these people like that we're comforting is to bring them back into calm. And already there they start feeling better. And then they start to know, okay, this is what I need to do. Or the child can hear when you say, maybe we should do this and this, they can see, oh, that's a good idea actually. So our very first step, but this is sort of the main subject of this video, is that I feel it myself. I don't think there's any of us that's really does not feel this, the feeling of what is actually going to happen, and am I in the right place? Are there any major decisions I really should have taken or should take now? All this uncertainty that can sort of come over us like a wave. So just reminding ourselves that my very first step is to simply calm down. Remember the times where I have been deeply relaxed. Come back to that state. Feel how wonderful it is that I just let the worry go. And if there is some old emotion that is actually connected to this worry, maybe another time in my life where it was very chaotic and I was very worried, I held on to a lot of fear at that point, and I'm still holding on to that old fear. So if this is really bringing up some old fear, it's really important that we allow ourselves to release that, because that old fear will just keep coming until we release it. So just really sense with yourself, is there something in me that I'm holding on to? So let's just take a few minutes just relaxing together and allowing ourselves to to just sense, is there something actually that wants to be released in me? Is it sadness? Is it anger? Is it fear? Is it desperation? And a good way to do this, which we've done before on my other channels, is to see it as a little child. See yourself as a little child. Often that can help, because then you can see the expression on your inner child's face, and it's easier to connect with the emotion. So let's just close our eyes. Come back to our breathing. Nice, slow, long breaths. And ask ourselves, is there something in me, somewhere in me, that I'm tense? Somewhere in me that I'm sad Maybe I've been sad for a very long time. Is there somewhere in me where I'm full of fear? And just allow it to surface. And if it doesn't come now and in these minutes, we can tell ourselves that it's okay, I'm open. I open my heart to whatever I need to release. And over the next few days, I'm there for that emotion to just be released. Breathe into your belly. Sense how you are held in love. You are loved, we are loved with unconditional love right where we are. And the universe, all the world around us, wants us to release whatever we're holding on to. Just let it go. Free ourselves. Like little children who have been held down or sort of locked in. Open the doorway to freedom and see ourselves when we release this, that we just run out onto the meadow and dance and sing. We are free, free from our own pain. So just notice if any pain is surfacing, any memories maybe of something that was very difficult just comes up. Tell yourself it's okay. It's actually wonderful. I was listening to some music. I was actually singing a song the other day I haven't sung for many, many years. We sang it at my daughter's, our first child's christening, and after the third verse I just broke down, sobbing. So music can be incredibly helpful to bring out all this old stuff that is only holding us down, making life more difficult, making it harder to see the joy, to feel the joy, to feel hope, and to see the light in front of us. So just breathe into your belly. Allow whatever is to come, and if you want, you can feel there's something coming, just turn off the video and you can just spend some time dwelling in this. It took me a quarter of an hour to get through my little crisis there, but I felt very relieved afterwards, and I also was quite surprised that I was holding on to so much sadness, but it was a wonderful feeling afterwards to just get it out. So when we have allowed ourselves to get rid of whatever we have been holding on to, we can come back to the present moment in our life and the situation that we're in our own lives, with the world around us. And this is just what I wanted to share with this video. When you feel desperation or fear about your situation, these are the good steps to take. Allow yourself to simply relax. Allow yourself to connect with yourself. Remind yourself that the answers you're looking for, all the guidance, all the directions you're looking for are in your heart. And I think this period of time in the world is we are practicing the art of accepting not knowing. And we're also being challenged to see, how can I live my life in a different way? Could I eat in a different way? Could I live in a different way? Do I really need so much? And what I found, well, I always love simplicity, just living a very, very simple lifestyle, because I feel so rich when I'm in nature and have my animals around me and eat these simple foods. Yeah, just I think we all have to learn how to simplify our lives and to see, how can I do this, how can I live life in a more simple way. And really it is a positive spiral, because when we let go of all our needs for all these many, many things, and we actually automatically start to feel the richness of just the simplicity, all the simple things in life. We start to cherish and to really uplift just the fact that we can look up at the sky and the air seems clean. It seems clean. The fact that we can look at a tree, we can sit under a tree and feel the shade of the tree. We can go to a place where there's water and just dip our feet into the water. We have a well and we can pump water up. We use the well water, but just the fact with a simple pump you can just pump up this water that starts running out. And maybe having a garden, if that feels right for you, grow some food. So stay open-minded, and although some things you have never done before, believe that you can learn them. We can learn the most incredible things, and our ancestors could do many, many things that we have forgotten. So understand that we're not lost, and our future is actually bright. So working on the physical level, thinking, how can I do things differently in my physical life, and bringing in, if you like, the manifestation tool where you use your mind. See what you really, really want for yourself and know it to come true. So this period of time we're in is we're practicing many, many things, releasing many, many things from our past, and one of the great things we can practice is simply to be focused and present. What feels right for me? How do I want to live my life? And I believe it's possible. I can do this, and I can live in harmony with the world around me. I don't need to exploit anything. or anyone to have my needs met. I can live in a balanced way, in a joyful way. I can live in freedom, in love, in harmony. So no matter what's going on around me, I stand where I stand. I feel the peace, and I trust that life is getting better and better every day. So this is what I wanted to share today, my friend, and I wish you all the best where you are, and thank you for your support and what you bring to this channel. So see you. Bye.